right, have not fans, you know how we do it. First of all, subscribe to the channel because I don't want you to miss out on any videos I have on the upcoming episodes, because I have 3 videos, discussions, and episode reviews. First off, all credit to OWN TV, Tyler Perry Studios, and Tyler Perry himself. We're going to watch the trailer for the upcoming episode, No Honor in This Game. Once it's over, I'm going to come back and we're going to discuss.
What is wrong with you, Jeffrey? I came here out of the kindness of my heart.
There is no kindness in your heart.
I put a knife in you one time. You want to try that again?
Tyler Perry's most explosive, can't miss a single episode season is about to go off.
You left a man dead in a bar.
My dad covered it up. If I go down, he goes down too.
Where'd you get this money?
You're not going to burn me like this.
If they find him, they will kill him.
Don't say we didn't warn you. Tyler Perry.
All right, and that was the trailer for the upcoming episode. Now, let me say this much. Same thing with the third quarter, the episode that came on yesterday. These trailers are getting better and better. I don't know what it is that Tyler Perry's doing, but this formula he's got going on, I hope he continues it, because each episode looks like a massive, exciting thriller, so to speak. But overall, let's just get down to it. I came here out of the kindness of my heart. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, I can't really yell because I just woke up. My voice isn't really at 100%. Jeffrey was like, there is no kindness in your heart. I put a knife in you one time. You want to try that again? First of all, I think it's pretty clear that Veronica only came over to Jeffrey's place to scout it out, or excuse me, David's condo, to scout it out, you know, the location and whatnot, make sure she knows where he is, but also to convince him to let Benny go to jail so Jeffrey can walk free. That's pretty much all it boils down to right now. That's all it is. I mean, David made it clear when Veronica showed up to him and Erica's house, and it was pretty much a situation of, we need to talk about Jeffrey. And it's pretty interesting because it's like any other time that David wants to talk about Veronica, 9 times out of 10 it has to do with Jeffrey, but she doesn't want to hear it. So now she's, according to her, out of the kindness of her heart, wanting to get Jeffrey out of the whole murder situation when she was the one that had him locked up to begin with. So there's that. And then we get this interesting scene. I'm guessing this is after Veronica leaves the scene because, you know, the more they kiss, the more freaked out she gets. So that probably is what chases her away. But then we have Jeffrey and Justin. I think Jeffrey is talking with Justin, and he's like, I can't go back. We're together for life. What the? Why? What? It's just like when Justin tries to tell Jeffrey, he's like, everything I've given up for you. And then Jeffrey's like, I know, because you always remind me. I'm like, oh, snap. So Jeffrey didn't ask for any of this. I mean, he didn't. He didn't tell you to sign those divorce papers, give up your daughter. He didn't tell you to put your own job in jeopardy. He didn't tell you to put yourself in a situation where your mother pretty much says you're stripped away from the family until you apologize. So, yeah, Justin has no ground here. He didn't tell you to go out there and get an apartment for the 2 of them. He didn't ask for any of that. So the fact that he says together for life, that leads me to believe, and this is why you need to pay attention to all the dialogue, we're together for life. That might be a very dark meaning. This could lead to that scene where you see Jeffrey and Justin together and there's a gun pointed at both of their heads. So yeah, it could be like an oath. I don't know how else to put it, but I doubt that Justin is ready to have anybody come between him and Jeffrey. So that's why I think that means. And looks like David discovers some recording devices that Veronica planted in the house. So this is going to sound weird, but maybe her showing up and causing a scene was all for the purpose of leaving the device. I mean, we saw this at the Artesian Hotel where she put the recording device in the vase that she gave to Erica with the flowers. So there is some method behind her madness, but at the same time, it's just a bit too much for me. I mean, I do like how David and Erica are playing around. It's like, ooh, baby, yeah, that's the spot. Boom! So we know that explosive is going to go off after they say the right trigger word. So it's like, oh, baby, yes, Erica, right? Veronica never. Oh, she never made me feel this way. Oh, yeah. Oh, boom. So Yeah, I'm guessing Veronica left again. She probably, when she was there, when those movers were there, she probably dropped some stuff around. So, my God, it doesn't look like the entire house is going to be destroyed based off what we see. But at the same time, we finally will get the explosive that we've all been waiting for. We also know it's going to occur that night. It's going to happen that night. So I don't think it's going to be the cliffhanger of next week's episode. It might be, but this episode, I don't know if it all happens in the same night. It kind of looks like it does. So if that's the case, then we might actually see whatever happens outside the house happens outside the house. That was pretty crazy if you ask me. Then we have RK in that room with the old guy. It looks like they're doing some football positions. Like I said in my episode review, I just hope they aren't as detailed as they were with the whole Justin and Jeffrey thing. I really don't want to see that. Nothing else to say on that. Then it looks like Benny. I can't even read my own writing. Benny goes to the Iron Bar to return the money because it looks like Melissa has the wad of cash in his pocket. So I'm guessing that Benny is walking around and Melissa puts her hand in his pocket or whatever, probably looking for a condom, and then finds the big wad of cash, $45,000. And then that's when Hannah is like, "Where'd you get all this money?" And then that's when, they talk about the whole Malone situation. And then Hannah makes him go down there to return the money. Then it's not going to look good because then Vinny's body is going to be on the floor. The guy's going to come out of the back with the gun, and they're going to blame the black kid for what happened due to Wyatt. So, yeah, this is not looking good for Wyatt. So, thank goodness I did that video. Will Benny be blamed for what happened to Vinny? And I'll put that as a end screen at the end of the video. Thank goodness I did that video when I did it because I was right. So, I love it. But yeah, it does not look good for Benny. Yeah, we do get a little kiss between Derek and Hannah. Probably they have a good night together despite Benny, and he goes home. That's when the whole money situation happens. Rocky stands up to Candace. Did you hear that? She's like, "You're not going to burn me like this." And that's probably what's going to lead to his ass being beaten with the crowbar. Because have you noticed that, when it comes to Rocky and RK, even though Candace tells him what to do, they ain't taking it too lightly. Like, hey, you can only push me so far unless you give me a bigger cut. So there's that. And imagine that. Here's what I imagine happening. Candace is going to give Rocky his cut from the whole situation of taking the accounts from Jim Cryer's account numbers from Oscar's computer. She probably calls Rocky upstairs and gives him the cut of the money, which probably won't. There's no way she's going to hand him millions of dollars. But she did tell Rocky that, hey, if this deal goes down, you won't have to bring another girl up in here in terms of this payout's going to be so good. Like, I won't have to be worried about this pimp thing, and you won't have to worry about running an escort, girls of the night thing behind the scene. So there's that. But at the same time, he's probably not going to appreciate it because for all he might do his own research and then discover that the payout isn't what Candace told him. It might be another Warlock situation where she says, "Oh, it's a couple $100,000," and only gives him a small cut, and then he finds out the truth and then comes after her. But it looks like Candace is probably going to try to nip it in the bud, so there's that. But yeah, hopefully Rocky doesn't get beat up in the next episode. I don't want to see that soon. Wyatt is upset at the bank. He's like, "You're the bank. You're supposed to protect my money." He actually makes a good point about that. And then Catherine comes over. Is like, "You left a man dead in the floor of a bar." And then he's like, "If I can't lock you up, I'll bury you bastards," referring to, Jim and Catherine. Then we get to the final part. Yeah, I believe this final part. Charles is like, "I want all of her schemes to fail." Here's my issue with that. If you wanted all of her schemes to fail, why did you allow her to get those millions of dollars? I don't understand it for the life of me why that was the case, because we do know that Candace goes to Benny. So basically, Candace goes to the house. Whether or not she sees Hannah, I don't know. And I wonder, will she see Melissa there and how will she react to that? That'll be interesting. Tyler Perry, make it happen. But Benny's going to be given the money. So I wonder if Candace lets Benny get the money, and then Benny goes to the bar with the $45,000 plus the interest. I believe Vinny said what? 12.5K, so $12,500, I believe, was the interest. So maybe Benny gets all of that money together, then goes to the bar to return the money. That's when he finds the body. I don't know. I'm just theorizing here, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so next week does look promising. Does look like a good episode. No honor in this game. Let me know your thoughts on this trailer breakdown. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I really, really hope that if you enjoyed this video and checked out some of my other stuff, you give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe, because I put a lot of work into these videos. So the more fans on the channel, that means the greater discussions we can have. So share this video around. Next week looks exciting. Also, don't miss out on my episode review. I'll put it on the end of the screen, as well as the video I did about the whole situation of Benny being blamed about what Wyatt did to Benny. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.